In the 2K Sports, we have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Plenty of excitement here at the American Airlines Center for this Texas-sized showdown between the hometown Dallas Mavericks and the San Antonio Spurs.
And when these two teams meet, it doesn't matter what the standings look like. They are out for blood in this one.
Well, this has been fun. Rivals go at it. And when they play, even in the regular season, it takes on a playoff feel.
You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court, Tim.
And now the addition of Cooper Flagg at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
So it's the Spurs now, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now, here is Irving. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. The shot's good from Christie.
Kyrie is a fantastic floor general. Excellent at knowing when to get it to open teammates.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Pass to Davis. Back to Irving. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Here's San Antonio now. 4-point game. To the inside. And Anunoby slams it in.
With enthusiasm, Anunoby punishing the D for giving him that opening.
Pass to Christie. Here's Washington. He's guarded by Anunoby. And it's slammed in by Davis.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Now, here is Russell. Christie has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Christie's got his second basket of the night. It's stolen by Davis. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Back to you, Kevin.
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Spurs trailed by 6. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Fox. Wembanyama looking it over. 5 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Over Davis. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a new group getting ready for Dallas.
Substitution on the court.
Mavericks leading by 6. .114 left to play in the first quarter. Thompson outside. A 3. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Dallas. They're on a 16-5 run. Gafford with the ball. Pass to Russell. Thompson outside. Puts up a deep three. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. One-on-one fast break. And it's good for two.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Outside Russell. The three. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Thompson. And the shot falls short this time. Now Castle. From 20 feet out. Good work there as it goes.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And that does it for the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
Here's Russell following the bucket by the Spurs. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
It sure has.
They're shooting around 36% here, less than ideal. And they shot it well in the first, but have had trouble getting clean looks here in the second.
San Antonio trailing here. Down low. Here's Smits. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Smits has got his second basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Thompson. Thompson is double. Back to Russell. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Marshall brings the double team. Pass to Smits. Marshall with the steal. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
A multi-dimensional score. Hard to match up with Russell in that kind of space.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now, here's Fox. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Wembanyama. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Davis.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
Well, that's AD at his best, playing big and finishing at the rim.
Pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama. Too easy.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. 1:57 left now here in the second. A pass to Fox. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Assist from
Fox has got his second basket of the night.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now Irvin. Hefty move. Davis using his size.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Here's Fox. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you guys.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs trail by 4. They double team Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Anunoby outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. Offensive rebound. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Davis. Over Wembanyama. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Davis has got 8 points.
Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Mavericks lead by 4. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come. And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
The shot's good from Gafford. Gafford's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Mavericks leading by 4. Thompson, high post. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Spurs have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Here's McBride. Scoreless thus far. Here's Smits. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Daniel Gafford. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travel that didn't happen.
Now, here is Irvin. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Here's McBride. Johnson outside. Pass to McBride. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Thompson for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Smith's good. Smith's has got 4 this quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Back to Irving. Pass to Lively. Here's Gafford. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Pass to McBride. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Smits. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks leading by 3. Takes it inside. And then Washington with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Anunoby. They double-team Wembanyama. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 6 points.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Outside for Davis. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Russell, no luck.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. 1:20 left to play in the third. They set the pick. Fox. And Davis sends it back.
That is tremendous work by Davis right there. Guys better think twice about challenging him at the rim.
Puts one up from 19. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Flag with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Davis. Good defense by Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Pass to Anunoby. Now, here's Fox. Inside. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Thompson outside to the paint. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Dallas leading by 3. We're back after this from American. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Mavericks leading by 3. Irving looking for an opening. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. To the middle. There's a good screen. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
It's been a struggle for him in the second half. A lot of turnovers.
Spurs making a switch here. Way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight. Mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
Spurs trailed by 3. In the corner, Castle with it. And stolen by Flag. Inside. Back to Davis. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. To tie it up. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for San Antonio. Pass to Washington. Here is Davis. Bucket! Davis for 3.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Spurs trailed by 3. Now Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Irving! Not that time. It won't go.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moments.
Washington fires. Knocks down the 3.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, that is a big bucket. A very important possession.
And Wembanyama outside. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Fox. And Davis sends it back.
And that's what's amazing about Davis. He can block shots coming from anywhere on the floor.
Outside Irving. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Misses the 3.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
Here's Wembanyama. Up top, Vassell. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama with it. Now defended by Flag. The Mavericks trailing. They set the screen. Now Irving. Now Washington. Davis. Good on the jam. Davis.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
With the drive.
Pressure moment for Castle.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in this situation. Not easy to convert those free throws.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And Kyrie trying to do it again. He is one of the game's best closers.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. There's a screen. And here is Fox. Outside Vassell. Now Castle. Now here's Fox. Wembanyama. And Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a... Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here we go. Fox with it. Driving in. Off the glass. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. Fox. Now Castle. Just 5 on the clock. Now Wembanyama. It's stolen by Davis. To take the lead, and it's off. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. And that one drops.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Now Castle fires the three. Irving rips down the rebound. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period.
Nobody wanted to get in the way of that. Something a little extra on that finish by Davis.
And stolen by Flash. Leaves it in off the window.
Delivering on the high flag, proving he can be the guy in big moments.
Now Castle. Wembanyama. And he banks the layup in.
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
Here's Davis. Now flying. Davis sets a screen. Five on the clock. Now Washington. Big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And when Wembanyama goes to the hoop, it's hard to defend without getting one of those limbs caught up.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Outside Christie. Davis sets a screen. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Outside Vassell. Here's Fox. Now Anunoby. Now Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Anunoby fires. Jumper is off. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. So we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. And Wembanyama onside. And he gets it to go.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Irving from 15 feet away. It's good.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And Benyama outside. Here's Vassell. 4 on the clock. Now Wembanyama. Stolen by Washington. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Davis with it. Now guarded by Fox. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all you can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Outside, Wembanyama. They double-team Wembanyama. Fox going inside.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Irving. That one drops.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Count it!
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Here's Davis. Here's Christie. Shot clock at 5. 13 feet away. And the rejection by Wembanyama. The lead is 2. Floats one up. And that one is good.
And there's an example of Fox. Doesn't have to get all the way to the cup to be effective.
Now Davis. Irving outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Wembanyama outside. Now Castle. Here's the screen. Got it to go off the glass.
And this is what a franchise player does. Wemby coming up huge down the stretch.
And so they foul intentionally.
Third team foul.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
Davis sets a screen. Now Washington. And stolen by Wembanyama. And so it's San Antonio with the win. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have